Hey y'all, this is Amanda and welcome back to my Texas Zone 8A garden. And today I want to show you guys my plans for my future gardening plant studio and give you an update on my amaryllis and paper whites. Okay, the sun's coming in and it makes the amaryllis look ridiculously gorgeous. The apple blossom amaryllis is blooming beautifully. We are up to 4 blooms with a 5th on its way right there. Absolutely beautiful. I wanted to show you all how I remove these pieces right in here, and this is the stamen can stain if you have like a tablecloth or something, so I'll show you how I remove those. And then the Minerva is starting to bloom, so it's red with a white center. Absolutely beautiful. That's looking great. And then I'm guessing that this one is the red lion that we're waiting on. And then over here, my paper whites have started blooming. However, they're not very prolific. So something to realize, remember that I did buy all the cheap bulbs from the big box store. And while I'm super thrilled with the amaryllis so far, not so much with the paper whites. So I only have this one stem of blooms and another stem that's coming up right here. It's starting to flop, so I'm going to show y'all all how I tie it up with a ribbon. Okay, so I've got a length of red ribbon, but it's all kind of wrinkly. So I like to use my hair straightener to straighten out ribbons instead of getting out like the iron. So if you have small things that need to be straightened or, you know, de-wrinkled, work the wrinkles out, you can do things like this. Super simple, way easier to heat up than doing the iron. All right, super simple and done. Let me unplug that. Okay, so basically I'm going to come around with my ribbon and I'm going to go ahead and just tie 1/2 of a square knot, and then I'm going to bring it up a little bit and tighten it a little bit as we go. We're not wanting to make this super tight. The reason being is you can break the stems, you can have some issues, right? We're just in here to kind of support some of these blooms that are a little bit heavier. All right, and then I'm just going to tie a simple bow. Actually, I'm going to adjust this ribbon a little bit so I'm not using so much of the ribbon, so I'll still have half of it left. There we go. All right, I'm just going to tie a simple bow here. And then I'm going to trim the ends at an angle. There you go. Simple, easy, not doing it tight, just gathering everything together. You might have to readjust this as it continues to grow, which is not a problem. And also, I did want to show you how to remove the excess pollen in the center. I just grab a simple paper towel and kind of just wrap it around all the stems in the middle and give a gentle pull and it comes off. And you can gently wipe off the petals if you have any pollen on them, but just simply use the paper towel, grab around them and give a gentle pull and all of the pollen area comes off. Okay, got a bunch of stuff cleaned out. Still have a lot of decor items right here that I need to move out. These containers are all filled with family heirloom china and crystal, and they're also filled with a lot of the containers that I use for arranging. I'm not ready to clean these out. I do have my seedling setup over here, but I'm actually going to be installing a larger scale seedling setup over here instead. And this guy's going to come out. But so I'm really excited. I mean, this is my dining room. This is my grandmother's dining room table. Absolutely love it. It is an antique farm table, and she would be thrilled that I was working on it. That's just the kind of person that she was. And so finishing up this area, we used to have my husband's office right here because we were remodeling. Let me show you what's going on there for those of you who are interested. We've partially moved into the office. So we've finished all this. So I installed all of these lower cabinets, painted them, installed the hardware. I built the countertop out of 1x3s, stained it, sealed it. I also built all of these shelves up here and along so he can display all of his things, I should say. Lots of books and bobbleheads and toys and all the stuff, lots of games. So that's all looking really nice. We moved this desk in here. We're going to be changing to a new desk soon, probably in the new year. And then I'm also going to be doing some board and batten on this wall with some decorative lighting for his posters. It's one of my upcoming projects for myself. And then over here, and this is my husband. That's from his 40th birthday. I made that for everybody to sign. But over here, I'm going to be, one of my other projects I'm doing is I'm installing these two cabinets. I'll put them on a base or raise them up to desk height and then build a matching countertop across it that matches these countertops over here. And I'll do matching shelves above it, and this will be a Lego area for my husband and my children. They all are really into Lego. And then once that's done, the rest of the carpet will be removed and we will be installing carpet tiles that are really small pile, short pile, just so they're nice and easy for his chair to roll over, but then I can remove them when this one right here has issues. So the office is going really well. We're really pleased with how this turned out. He's going to fill it with all kinds of things, y'all. That's just who he is. But at least this is a really nice way for him to display everything. And he looks so happy. He's been in here working. And y'all, he has been he's been relegated or confined to this little tiny desk right here for 8 months for a while. Now, it didn't take me that long to do this. We just moved out of the office in anticipation of redoing it, and then I just couldn't get to it. So literally, I mean, I did this project in 2 weeks, but it took me 8 months to get to it. So he's been living on this little bitty desk, so I know he's looking forward to spreading out and enjoying this space more. Okay, so I have collected vintage plates for years and years. These have, a lot of them have memories. This particular one was my grandmother's, and my parents used this to serve hors d'oeuvres when my husband came to ask if he could marry me. And then I've got them from just different places that I've collected over time. These right here are family heirlooms. Let's see. This is part of a set of china from my step-grandfather. These smaller ones are ones that I just ordered on Etsy because I thought they were beautiful. This I collected from Round Top Antiques Fair. This one is ironstone, but it is what we call the squirrel plate because family years and years and years ago when they were very, very poor, squirrel was something that they ate. And so this is what they served their squirrel on. Okay, super fun to see all of these. I've collected these for a long time. I don't know what my next plan is for them, but I know the plan is to not have them in here. So now this whole wall is bare. I'll have to remove all those nails. But I do have an idea for some wallpaper on this side and a really large scale mirror because I'm going to be facing this direction when I'm filming, and so I kind of would like a really large scale mirror so I can see what I look like from the other side. I think it'll be really, really good. So this side, this mirror is going to come down, and I'm going to install shelving across here. And it's going to be long shelves, and they're going to hold houseplants, and they're going to hold seedling trays. They're also going to hold my gardening books. I have some beautiful artwork that I've collected over the years that's floral that I would love to have on display, things like that. And that is going to be the backdrop for my studio. So I'll do all my work my table. I'm going to get risers to raise this table up more to counter height so it looks more appropriate when I'm filming. And so this will be the main area. Now, I am going to be painting this whole room. I'm probably going to be doing a dark green or a dark blue or a dark teal, somewhere around there. Haven't decided. I'll get some paint swatches and pull them out and show you guys. But I think it'll really set off these two cabinets that are beautiful over here. And then I think it'll make, this is an heirloom piece. We call it the Marbury Hutch. My mom said she can actually remember her father carrying this on his back as they were walking through a wheat field or a grass field in front of the old farmstead years and years and years ago, and it belonged to his family's farms, or my grandmother's family's farmstead. But my mom said she can remember the grass was as high as her nose, and she could barely see over it, and then he was carrying this on his back. But anyway, so I think it'll be really, really nice. I want the space to be really cozy and comfortable. I want my puppy dog to be able to come in here and enjoy. I'll be keeping this rug. It's an indoor-outdoor rug, so it's appropriate if I get dirt or water on it. But yeah, it feels good to kind of clean out the space a little bit and kind of have a better idea of where I'm going with it. Okay, so here is the color, and I pushed a lot of the furniture back in place. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty obsessed with the color. Look how beautiful the wood tone is with it. And I haven't even cleaned this piece yet. I'm gonna wipe all my pieces down and condition them. So pretty. It's like a green, gray, blue. Look how great. Look at the contrast. Isn't that beautiful? I am loving it. It feels very warm and cozy in here. I love how it looks with the trim. You see how it takes on a blue tone, but then it also has a green, and then it also has a gray. I think it's going to be really good backdrop for filming. I think it's going to look really, really nice. I'm really excited. I keep walking in here and looking at the color because I'm so obsessed with it. Let me step back a ways for y'all, just to kind of give you an idea. Like, even look at the Christmas tree with that color as a backdrop. I'm obsessed. I love it. I kind of want to utilize this color in some other accent places throughout my home. I think it's really pretty. So my next step is going to be installing shelving here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to install. It's going to be wood shelves with metal brackets, and I'm going to be installing LED strip lighting for grow lights. And so I'll be showing you how to do that in the next video on the studio space. I'm not sure if I'm going to call this a garden studio or just studio. I'm not sure. But I'm really excited to have a workspace for it. And I think it's looking really, really good. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video showing you how I'm developing my studio space here. I wanted to show you what the before looked like, taking everything down, adding in the paint color. Real happy with it, and I am excited to show you how I'm going to set up some really beautiful grow light areas for all my seedlings. I've had this metal rack back here for a while, and it's not super attractive, so I would like to try to come up with something that works better for my space, and then you know, that I can utilize that. I would love to have it as a backdrop, but I want it to be pretty. I don't want it just to be the metal shelves. I also can't afford to go buy, you know, the $1,200 metal shelves. That they're absolutely beautiful, and I love them, and they have so many great things about them, but that's not in my budget. So I'm going to show you guys just a simpler DIY approach, and I'll break down the cost for you on that in the next video. All right, y'all. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.